Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to episode even 821. This is episode people. No, episode 821 of Torment Tides of Numenera. You can never say that part correctly. Trying to go say any title correctly. I'm IVATOPIA, and we kind of fallen out with these. They wanted us to hunt these down. I basically asked them the question, like, why? Who are they? They're like, we've been ordered, we need to. So I just get out of my way. And I told him to do it, and he did a scary face, and they laughed in my face and tried to cut it off. So we had to visually murder them. Then one day he popped out, we were hiding, they were after us, don't worry, we're all dead really, this is actually a graveyard. And it's like, okay, whatever. And before they told me all
People
that...
buried here, or did they come here to die? It's really unclear.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to get at. And before... they told me all this crazy stuff. They asked me, they're murderers trying to kill everyone. Please help us kill them first. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of wish I didn't agree to that now.
Doing it
whatever.
now.
We'd probably have to, because we kind of made Emily by slaughtering these anyway. You know, like I said, I didn't attack them. They did attack me. I just tried to scare them.
On my way.
Looty. These mooring posts are to keep ships from drifting off, or at least they were back when ships used to stop here. Yeah, that thing that really stopped you having to jump. Wooden sleds have been cobbled with ancient machine parts to create makeshift cargo pads. Though still functioning, they look like they've been cast aside and neglected.
Yes.
Does this chat to you? Are you the same chattiness? Can I chat to you too? Hello again, my friend. How long have the Cutlers been here? They came to the valley recently, perhaps a month, perhaps only a week or two. Seriously? Why can't you give me a proper time frame? Maybe some of them have been here for longer than that. I don't know. I just say you don't know. The children's arrival was slow and insidious. They didn't make the ruckus they're making now. Then a few days ago, they just went berserk, started abducting and slaughtering, and well, here we are. I can see how that happens. What can you tell me about the valley? It's a vast graveyard of sorts, but you're not going to find any bodies here above ground. You need to get into the necropoles to find the real tombs. But to get there, you've got to use the minimums. Floating pools of light, and when you walk into one, you walk out its twin someplace else. So, you walk in one and you come out the other, so basically like a door. But with this, it's probably like you walk in here and you come out over here. So it's a teleportation device. The minions always appear in Paris. What? Oh, pears. Pears. The minions always appear in Paris, people. No, pears. I can remember. Pears. You know, I would actually prefer an apple and a pear, but whatever. Well, we're moving on. We digress. We'll move on. My theory is that they're alive. Some sort of creatures. Anyway, each pair remains... yeah, that's pair. These pair remain at the same locations for years at a time, I'm told, but sometimes they move or reappear someplace else entirely. Far as I can tell, using them is perfectly safe. I love the way, far as I can tell. No, yeah, it's guaranteed 100% safe. No, as far as I can tell that is. Oh, that one chopped your head off. Oh, well, I've seen that before, so I guess it's not as safe as I thought. Tell me about yourself. This sounds embarrassing when I say it out loud. But I came here to meet up with a sorcerer to quest for a fiber magic bird. Well, there's a couple of balls over there. Take one there. He shrugs. I haven't met the sorcerer yet, but I did meet a memorialist. She told me about the work they do here, about this being the afterlife, that the names we bore in life are hidden in the valley in the names of the dead, who she called the truly living. I have to admit that was about the most cocked tripe I've ever heard. So why still here? But she said something after. Shadows fall where they will, as they will. Meaning, if we're shadows of other lives, then, like shadows, we can't control what we are. That stuck with me. What if she's right? Seriously? Okay. He plugs one of the lockets from his bandaloon, pops it open, and reveals a glowing image of a woman. He regards her wistfully. What if she's still alive somewhere? What if this isn't life? If I'm just a shadow waiting to step into the light? What if she's there waiting for me? What if you're actually a pear, man? What if maybe you're not a pear, you're an apple? Or maybe a banana? It's just as crazy with the rubbish coming out of your mouth. It's preposterous. Thank you. I know you look at it from the outside and it's... but think about it. This world is flat and cold and empty. I'm assuming you're about the in-game world, because the world I come from is round. Depending where you are, it can be very warm and dry. But it can also be very cold and empty. Again, depending where you are. Go mid of like, you know, like London, Manchester. Not very empty. Not at all. Go mid of a field. Probably quite empty. He looks at the woman's image again. It feels right to believe there's another life. One that feels like living. Or you could just live this life. You know. But then if you're wrong, then at least you had a good life. Or you could just stand here, believing this trollop, and then you die, and you're wrong, and there isn't another life. You've just wasted your whole actual life you had. Or if you're right, then yes, you get to move on. So again, if you're right, live this life to your fullest. When you die, you get to move on to the life you believe in. See? So either way, it points to the current life you have. Live it to the fullest you can. He closes the locket. So I've been learning more. Ronas was my guide through the valley when those crackers... Seriously? You call them crackers? Unless I'm reading that wrong, is it carcass? To me, crackers makes more sense though, because the loonies came upon us. We crawled into a sepulchre. What fudge that? Basically behind them balls, I guess. Behind those balls, and seriously, I'm like, I don't know what that word is. Behind the balls. I'm not behind the balls. Whatever. And well, you know the rest. That's all for now, farewell. Can we not just call them
Doing begets learning, I guess.
Doing begets learning. Okay.
To
So you're confusing the girl. Lava, lava.
I need to talk to you.
You do? What about? Have a conversation. Everyone's go away. We've got a conversation. While we're in the valley, I've got a place I'd like to visit. My village monument. I haven't been there for a while. Need to pay my respects. It's not far from here, so it's not really out of the way. I'll see what we can do. Only if we got time. We don't have time for this. More than dead. I'll see what we can do. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. I don't know why I took to Gary from IVATOPIA, but whatever. Moving on. What do you know about the valley anyway? Burial place for countless civilizations. Not in the valley itself, but below it. That's basically what they just told us. Give me some new information. New info. My Alden's memorial was here. Okay, you already told me that. It used to be peaceful. So a place. Well, I gather it used to be. Because there wasn't these crazy crackers or whatever these guys, cutlers running around killing people. So again, nothing new with telling me. Serene, a place where people could come and think for a spell. I've never been to the necropoles. Never really had any urge to see. He laughed softly. None of my dead left any remains anyway. So all that was completely useless information. Okay. Talk about you again. How are you holding up? As well as can be expected. That's a good way of avoiding the question. Cross his arm and waits. Let's move on. You're not giving me anything at all. Oh, you've leveled. Onward! Grace Edge, I keep forgetting which is which. Which max effort level will allow you to spend more effort when performing tasks? 3 to 4. Oh yes, 3 to 4. Why not? Love that 3 to 4-ness. That's one of these things gonna... Ooh, that could be the little teleportations they're talking about. Or that could kill me. So I'm gonna say, because it comes through a lot of conversation I don't want to really go back to. Don't want to go over that just in case for some reason I have to go back. Down it, but just in case. But I will put this into 29. Serve the game. How big's this area, by the way? Reasonably big. Reasonably big. Is that that? Oh, this could be actually teleport me downwards. Okay.
Alright.
Oh,
What?
the Valley of Dead Heroes.
Yeah.
I like it here. There's absolutely no place we should avoid completely.
Glad to hear it. Me too. Glad to hear the things I'm saying of my own free will.
Making a note.
What's going on now? Every inch of this valley is packed with adventure. One of his hands comes up, trembling to cover his eyes. Interesting people, places to explore like... He trails off, biting his lip. We should explore all of it, even the outguys. I'm not afraid of any of it. Stop shouting at me. Okay, why is he so scared? Shouting at you. This is ridiculous. You aren't making any sense. Oh, are you alright? Who's shouting at you? No one, he whispers. No one is. But his lips are moving when he is finished speaking, framing the same phrase over and over. You watch him until he understands the words. Stop talking, Iris. This is ridiculous. You aren't making any sense. It has worsened. He rushed backwards on his feet, almost as if your words have struck him a blow. His eyes are filled with despair of a falling man who knows that no one will catch him in time. Then his glow returns to full strength. He blinks and smiles uncertainly. "I'm here," he says, but his words are soft and his gaze has slipped from yours to fix on the empty air, or something only he can see. Pinch is worse. Great. Where's this alcohol you mentioned? The easy smile falls from Adam's face. He looks away. "I wasn't talking about any alcohol, just alcohols in general. In the Valley of the Dead, heroes. I'm not frightened of them." Blinking rapidly, he gives you a face look. "I'm not." "Still looking for the alcohol of yours." "It's not mine," he shouts. "And actually, I don't know what you're talking about." Some questions about what do you know about the Valley of the Dead heroes? "Well, it's full of dead heroes, for crying out loud." He says it concentrating. "I think that's somewhere in the name." He stares around. On second thought, "I didn't die here, so maybe the name is wrong. I just..." Grimacing, he holds his head. "You think you're one of these guys?" "I remember someone sleeping here in an alcove," he sighs, smiling in relief, "and then I woke up, and I never saw the alcohol again in the end." "What on earth are you talking about? Do you know about alcohols again?" I have some questions. "How are things between us?" "Oh right, everyone's rocking on his heels today. Anyway," he shrugs, "maybe we'll be furious at each other tomorrow, though. I can't predict these things." After blinks. "Opinion of the people we're travelling with." "Opinion on..." "I like her a lot," he says, smiling. "She wants to explore and understand things. I like exploring too." "What about understanding things?" "No time. It gets in the way of exploring." Wow. You're going to be a great father one day. "What about Alan?" That's him, isn't it? "Oh yeah, I only have 2 companions, but if I'm asking you..." I was thinking this before it was me. "He's really smart." "Yes." It says tickling his fingers. Ticking, whatever. "And interesting, funny too." He hesitates. "I don't understand a lot of what he says though." "That might be because most insults go right over your head." "Might be," Aaron says cheerfully. Okay.
Absolutely.
What's this? Let's take me inside somewhere.
Yes. Now.
See where this takes us. Oh, something. A patch of darkness hangs before you, like a black spot on your retina. Except it doesn't move when you move your eyes. Looking into it is like looking into an abandoned cave. No breeze or sound of shadows stir within it, and the edges are slowly disintegrating. Step into darkness. Try to determine the nature of the darkness. That'd probably be the best idea, to just step into it. 70. Any you can do it better than me? 65. Seriously? What about you? Because I'm the best for the job. Yeah, I worked it out. Though you have never seen one before, you are pretty sure it is a living thing. The name Minim comes to your mind. Minims are usually paired with another of their kind, and it is possible to travel from one to the other through the void that connects them. Oh, that's what he's talking about. What are these then? This one, however, seems to be dying. Oh, it's a dying version of this. Okay, that makes more sense. The void within it has no other exit, as if it had lost its mate. You also notice that the disintegrating edges of the darkness are blowing away, like ash or pollen. You can actually catch the flecks of darkness in your hand, but they dissolve away like black snow, almost immediately. When you move closer, however, you accidentally breathe in several of the flecks. Oh, great. You stay very still for a few moments, listen to your body, but nothing seems to have changed in you, neither good or bad. Probably the flecks disappeared in your lungs just as quickly. Okay, I'm going to save, and then we're going to step in just to see what it does.
Fine.
Step into the darkness! The darkness around you. You are whipped by it as if by wind. It's swirling vortex with no way ahead and no way back. The opening you passed through has vanished into the utter blackness. A hail of tiny objects battered. So you're in the dark, thrown by the wind, rocks or bones or dirt. You cannot tell. Then something large and sharp slams into you, and you wrestle with it for a moment before realizing it's a skeleton, though not human. Oh, again something nice. As you try to shake it off, you feel an object in its hand. You pry it free and the skeleton falls past you. Then the wind lofts you towards a bright spot in the darkness, and you tumble back out of the opening you entered, clutching the stolen object in your hand. Last cast off gains a life and sickness minor fatale, gain item stim. Step into the darkness, step away. Step away from the darkness. I'm gain something that's worth
On
it.
it.
So I believe this is going to teleport me to a lower thing, let's just see. Or maybe not. A silver of darkness hangs before you, like the entrance of a cave, except there is no cave, only a tear in space. Within the darkness, you see the glow of stars. I was going to say stars. And a cool night breeze wafts past you, carrying the scent of desert flowers. Desert flowers? And the echoes of sounds you're not hearing around you. If you stepped through that darkness, you might go anywhere, or maybe nowhere. It could be nothing but a shadow. You know, we're going to walk in the next episode, so please like, please subscribe, please join next week, and have a great, wonderful day, and share this video. Subscribe, hit the little bell, please. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.